It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers under the lights on Thursday night.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
Just about set. Anders Carlson has the ball teed up. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Will find Mostert out of the backfield. He'll get this close to the first down marker, taken down just shy at the 38.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. We'll try to run it here with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Hill brought in motion. Now he's loose at the 40. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Tua gives it to Mostert. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season quarterback, but Greg just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
Took a little while for him to get his chance to be a full-time starter, but once he got that shot, he's just never looked back. I mean, Mike, think, he's always had that powerful arm. He can push the ball up and down the field and make every throw imaginable. But that time he spent on the sideline, I think it ended up being a massive blessing in disguise. He was able to work on his game from a mental and technical standpoint with no pressure to play.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Zach Sealer getting in there to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
In motion, Reed. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Jacobs, 1st down and more. 18 yards on the pickup there and a 1st down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On 2nd down, Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Packers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Mostert now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's going to run it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation play out across that defensive tackle position. I mean, years ago, Mike, they were the big run stuffers. They were big bodies in there just trying to slow down the interior run game. Now, these guys are not only big, but they're real athletes. Their job is to not only push the pocket, but win one-on-one and get sacks like that. I don't think we give them enough credit for how good they are as pass rushers from the interior. These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. Second down and 8. To throw is Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins take a 10-3 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. In motion, Reed. On play action, Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Love quickly out to Watson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the bootleg, it's Love. He keeps it himself. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the 1st quarter. But that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. Out to return for the Dolphins, it's Braxton Berrios. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense going to have to find some way to slow him down. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. First and 10. Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Two first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Quick throw here is complete. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play. Tua to Tyree. And even 30 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. Right back to Hill. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Tua now on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This returnable with Reed. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Here's Daniel Whelan now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's 2 and out on second down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Odell with a nice catch, Mike, to move the chains. And me personally, I like the decision to sign with the Dolphins this offseason. I mean, he had a chance to go join one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. There is going to be a lot of space for him to use his veteran experience to get open and maximize. He's got speed everywhere around him, and he just gives Tua one more reliable target.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target. It's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. In motion comes Beckham. On third down, they go with Mostert. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A shotgun snap for Tua. Will find Mostert out of the backfield. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they head
to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. Now Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. That one good for 15 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Love to throw it on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, they need to get to the 22, but now face third down. Love to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. Mostert now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And the good kick pays off. He'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing is Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Tyreek. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, it will lead to some easier and better completions.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and that will lead to a second down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion comes Beckham. Off play action, it's Tua. That one caught by Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Again, it's Tua. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going It starts with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the left side, in the hands of Watson. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Love. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That one on target to Watson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Second and 7. He'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Once again, it's Mostert. So that brings up 4th down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. Jaden Reed goes back to return. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Packers offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the 2nd half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. David Long, there on the stop. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. The man in motion is Watson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
On comes the Packers punting team. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A throw over the middle. It's Odell. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. A throw on the move is caught. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's to Waddle again. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
Tua now on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Miami. On the carry, here's Mostert. He'll work his way only to the 23. Here's Tua. That is caught. What a throw. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. That one complete to Watson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Packers are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. Mostert now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, Great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. A run up the middle with Mostert. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
A play fake. Now 2 to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. Now it's Tua. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is 1 behind the single-game NFL record. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Now, Sanders on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He runs with it. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down. A gain there of 13 yards.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Love. To the sideline. He's got Watson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Love to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and this is going to work out. They get the first down. It was 4th and 4, a little risk, but it pays off.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. Now, Jacobs. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. Second down and 8. They'll run it with the Boston College bruiser, A.J. Dillon. A good run there for a gain of 6, but it's still going to be 3rd and long. To throw is Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
One more time, it's Jacobs. A second effort, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now Love getting the Packers set for this 2-point try. They'll run, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus, and it cuts the deficit down a bit further. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Sending it deep for Waddle.
Nothing scarier for a quarterback, Mike, than to seeing that ball popped up in the air. It feels like that ball is in the air for an eternity, and all you hope is that it just harmlessly falls to the ground. And fortunately for the offense, that's exactly what it did.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. run here. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Good start there. Early completion, but now they've got to get across midfield and go. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops. The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force.
Matt LaFleur disagrees with the call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and it will also cost them a timeout. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. He'll try to run, and he will score! Game on! Jordan Love, touchdown Packers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big play coming up for the Pack as they're going to go for 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Mostert now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for 2. Now, this looks like a design run. And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more.
I love a quarterback draw. It has to be timed and run at the right moment. You can't get reckless with it. But, man, they're thinking pass. You've got them all spread out. The patience to sell the pass, allow everybody to get deep into their drops. And the quarterback just simply takes it up the middle for an easy 2 points.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. On play action, Love. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
When you look at Robinson, what you see is a guy who really has a lot of upside remaining, Mike. I don't even think he has completely maximized his physical skills. I mean, he's got great explosiveness. He's raw, sudden movements. He creates a lot of chaos when given one-on-ones. Led Penn State last year with forced fumbles. He's a guy that can get even stronger at the point of attack, and I think Miami has themselves a guy with a lot of upside and a lot of room to grow. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tua gives it to Mostert. He'll work his way only to the 23. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Hill brought in motion. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. In motion comes Beckham. They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Over the middle, the tight end Musgrave. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Love to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get 2 hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Tua to take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. So, a win here for the visiting Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Lambeau Field.